Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Final Fantasy walkthrough. I know that this isn't really getting a lot of views or anything like that, and that's okay. I didn't expect it to. I just want to play this game. So let's see. Last time we went through the Figaro Castle, we met King Edgar, who's staring at us right now. We met his twin brother Sabin, and got a little bit of their story and kind of where they're from. Edgar is an ally with the Empire, but he's secretly backing the Returners. The Returners believe that magic is going to be the key point in winning this war between the Empire and the Resistance, called the Returners. So basically, they asked Terra if she would meet their leader Bannon, and that's actually what we're heading to do now. And we're going to swap these guys around because I don't want. I like her being the lead. So let's talk to this guy. King Edgar, where are you headed, sire? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. We'll then make for the returner headquarters in the north. Return to the castle and pass the word along. Understood, sire. Take care. So that's our goal, is to go through this cave here. Which is known as South Figaro Cave. You can see it there in the bottom right hand. Not too much in here. Recovery spring. You can heal your life every time you do that. That little turtle and stuff will become important later on in the story. So now we get kind of our first chance to actually do battle with Mr. Edgar. He's pretty powerful to start off with, especially with that auto crossbow that targets multiple enemies. So I'm going to wander through this cave. I know that most walkthroughs are pretty straightforward. People show you all the chests and where to go and what to grab and the loot and stuff like that. Oh, hi. You guys didn't die. I'm going to fumble through this. Because that's how I do things. Ether, those aren't too important. Not yet. Oh, man. Let's just... If anybody's still alive, you're not going to be now. So our goal is to get through this cave, head to South Figaro, kind of check out the town. Once we get done in the town there... Crap, wrong way. We are going to head through another cave, and then after we get out of that cave, we will be heading to the Returners' hideout to meet Bannon. So, a little bit to do. I don't think we'll get through both caves today. I think we'll get through this one. I'll take you on a tour through South Figaro. There's a couple of key things to do before we head out. So, let's see. Dang it. I'm getting tired of these battles already. Losing my train of thought. Significance of South Figaro. There are, let's see, there's a couple of new things that we hit, or that we get to learn about, such as relics. We'll talk about those when we get there. That's about it. There is a shop where you can buy some weapons and some armor and stuff like that. But nothing too important in there. That town does become important later in the game. Phoenix Down. So nothing of real value in the chests in this cave here. And I'm pretty sure that these chests are just like the ones in the castle that I told you about. If we waited to the World of Ruin, there would have been a little bit better items in it. But by the time you get back to this cave in the World of Ruins, you're already pretty well equipped. You don't really need what those chests offer. So there we are. That was a pretty easy cave. I could have went through it a heck of a lot faster. Come on. You serious? Mithril wrench, don't be throwing shit at me, man. What the hell's wrong with you? Alright. The overworld music that's playing now, you guys can kind of hear. It's my favorite part of this entire game. So we got this little shack here that we can kind of head into. What's that smell? There's nothing of serious importance in here. Other than talking about, it seems like somebody's here. There's a potion there. This tea, it was his favorite. That's what it is. Flowers, he always liked these. Basically, they're hinting towards this was Sabin's little house, where he was kind of hiding out. So, see? So, yeah, that... Oh, hello, guy. Do you happen to know where I can find the man who lives here? Sure do. Left a couple days ago. As soon as he heard that Master Duncan had been killed, he headed up into the mountains. They say that Duncan's son Vargas is missing too, and I don't like it one bit. So, that kind of tells us what to do. Really, we should have went to Figaro first and then up here. But basically, we got to head up into the mountains and see if we can find Sabin and possibly Vargas. These guys are tough. Lockheed, you're dead. See ya, dude. Oops. Okay, good. Whew. That's what happens when you don't heal them. What's nice is I think in this bestiary here, bestiary, yeah, look at that. That's one of the guys I was missing in my other playthrough. So there you just saw a guy walking right there, Shadow. It's a good idea to follow. He goes in this pub here. And give a little chat. And then we'll move on from there. So here he is. This is Shadow. You get a little bit of a scene here. Right, ignore us. Maybe we'll just disappear. Back off, Lucky. That guy looks familiar. Yeah, that's him, all right. Comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind his wintry gaze lies a face known to no one who live. Shadow. Confirm that. That's Shadow. He's an assassin. He'd kill his own best friend for the right price. Guess we better steer clear of him. Dialogue changed a little bit there because in the original version they talked about him killing his mom for 5 bits or something stupid. So now, things of importance while we're in this town. Like I said, this little shop right here, the inn, and a relic shop. So, obviously curiosity would drag you to talk to this guy. It says you can gain all kinds of ability by equipping relics. These shoes double my walking speed. And then he kind of runs off. Then we get the little Moogle out here. Relics can grant you a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes double your walking speed. A gauntlet lets you hold a weapon with both hands to increase damage. The Knight's Code makes you shield others in combat. Dragon boots allow you to perform jump attacks. A person can equip up to 2 relics at the same time. There we go. That's it. So now, these silver spectacles, let's see. We'll grab a couple of these Knight's Codes. We probably won't use them. The sprint shoes, if you guys can afford it, get 3 of them. I can obviously afford more, so I'm going to get more. And then these silver spectacles, same thing. If you can afford them, you need at least 3 of those before you leave here. So, obviously you see us walking real slow here. We're going to go ahead and equip Edgar down here where the relics are with the sprint shoe. Let's see. Sabin. Yeah. So we're going to equip her with the silver spectacles. We're going to go ahead and equip... Lockheed's dead, so I can't equip him, but we'll equip him as well. Now you can see we're really booking it. Now down in the corner is that little guy right there on the right-hand corner. If we press that, you can actually turn the sprint off, which is neat if you don't like it. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and heal up our people. Since I've played through this game, I know kind of what to expect. If you got the relic that prevents poison, if you have the money to get those, grab a couple of those too, because the next little mountain that we're going to be heading into, you'll be fighting these stupid, I don't know, they look like little vines, tentacle, or like Tangela from Pokemon. That's what they look like. And every attack they do pretty much poisons you. So... But the silver spectacles and the sprint shoes come in handy later on in the game after that, after we meet Bannon. So, you can come in here and we can... I don't like how this doesn't tell you, other than the little brief description in the bottom about what the weapons are. And you kind of have to just go off the fact that this is the more expensive one, so maybe we'll get 2 of those. And we'll get 1 of these. In the old game, you could actually go in when you were buying it, and it would show you this screen here about who can equip it, what its attack damage is, so on and so forth. So, before we equip our guys, let's go over here and get some look at the armor. You can see I've got equipped 2. It shows you equipped on Tara and Edgar there. Buckler. Lockheed can benefit from a buckler. No sense in buying one, as these heavy shields are a little bit better for those guys. A hairband. Actually, I probably should have done the plumed hat. I'm going to grab 2 of those Kempo Gis, and actually we're going to grab another plumed hat. Because... I'm not trying to give away too much of the story, but we are going to meet Sabin. So, we'll hit optimize with all this stuff. And then we'll go back to Lockheed and we'll hit him with the silver spectacle. And we're good to go. So now you guys can wander through the town. There's an item shop up this way. There's not, like I said, there's not too much... going on in here. This guy sells some basic stuff. We might as well grab a handful of antidotes before we leave. Maybe some eye drops. Let's see. Let's grab a few gold needles just in case. And we are going to fully equip ourselves with some potions before we head out. It's a good idea to have a couple of all these different items that this guy is selling. The sleeping bags are going to be one that are going to be a little pricey for anybody to purchase at this stage in the game unless you've been doing some serious gil collecting. So, That's about it for this town. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else. Get out of my way. Now, couple of different things can happen here. Okay, you can see the red dot has changed. That's our next destination. We can walk there, or if you have the money, you could come in here to the Chocobo stable, and you can rent a Chocobo talking to this guy down here. Now, we obviously, it's not that far. Don't really need to get a Chocobo for this. We're just going to walk it. So, of course, you would head up to that little shack where he thought Sabin was at. And that would progress your story a little forward. We just kind of jumped a gun just a little bit. Make quick work of these guys, and then we'll head out. Let's see what time it is. Do I have time? Well, so our next goal is this cave here, okay? This is called Mount Kolts. Music changes. I got a little bit of time, so let's start through this. I might have to end it before we can finish the whole cave, but just start running through. It's pretty straightforward. What do they call that? Like a little canyon run. Right now, early on in the story, the caves and the dungeons and stuff like that are pretty easy, man. But when we progress, the Phoenix Cave that we're going to hit and the Dragon's Den is insane. So there's nothing really down here but wasting time. Come on, these random... Attack that one, attack this one, auto crossbow. This gets kind of repetitive real fast. And I think, I'm pretty sure that, oh my goodness. Come on, die. I'm pretty sure there is a relic that you can get called a ward Bangle, which lessens your chance of random enemy encounters. It doesn't get rid of it, but it just lessens it. This little path over here leads you out to this chest that you could see. Main, whatever. I don't even know what that is, actually. Short dagger that sometimes parries enemies' attacks, and Lockheed can equip it. So let's go into him. Let's see if it's, look at that. Attack's better, speed's better, and evasion's better. So we'll throw that on him. Cool. Thank you. Anyway, it was the Charm Bangle. It's called the Ward Bangle now. Like I said, it doesn't... Oh, crap. It doesn't eliminate enemy encounters. It just lessens the frequency of them. And I think the only time you can get one of those is... Goodness. In the World of Balance, I think the only time you can get one of those is... God, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. Is when you go to the Emperor, talking to him. There's a whole little banquet scenario that goes on. It's a pain in the butt. You got to answer a bunch of questions. Talk to a bunch of soldiers. Fight them. You'll see. We'll get there here after not too long. Once you get to the World of Ruin... and you get the airship, you can easily get them. Because you can just go bet some things in the Dragon Neck Coliseum. And you're good to go. I've been mumbling and rambling this whole freaking episode. Alright. Out the door we go. And now there's this little black figure. You kind of follow him. Otherwise you would never know that you could go around there. I think this is actually the only, God, these guys again. Mountain that you can actually do that, or cave, dungeon. Stop it. So I've played through quite a few times on the Been through all the different caves. Yeah, this is the only one that has that weird little stupid go around the backside of the cave. What do we get here? A tent. So the game, dang it, the game's really good about doing that too. Right there, it gave us a tent, which is nice because we're going to use it here coming up very shortly. That's something to watch out for in old games like this. Alright, you gave me a tent. And then you come in not too far. Let's see if we can get there. Oh. Not too far away, there's going to be a save point. So obviously it's like, okay, so you want me to use my tent and save? Which is always smart to do, is save before. Or every time you see a save point when going through dungeons, save. I was running through one, and I was pretty sure I wasn't going to die. You know, I was pretty well equipped. My guys were pretty high level. Very skilled. Thought I was going to make it through like the Dragon's Den, and I've got obliterated. There's some pretty little graphics here of these clouds kind of make it a little hard to see what's going on. So those were easy. I just noticed my guys are kind of low in health, so another thing you can do is you can come in here to her abilities, to her magic, hit cure, and then you can hit this all button. But her MP, once that goes down to 0, obviously, she can't use magic anymore. So here we go. Here's the save point I was talking about. Now, we're not going to use the tent because we've got a few sleeping bags. So I'm just going to use those. And I've already healed the other guys. But we are going to take this time to save. Outside of here is a boss battle. And we will do that the next time. So I'll leave it here. I hope those of you that do watch this enjoyed the video. If you do, like, comment. You know, be sure to check out the Minecraft videos that come out every week on Sunday. We just did restart with the Better Together update. I've got some news and we're doing some pretty funny stuff. Gonna hear me kind of squeal. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.